Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an eyeshadow collection slash spring cleaning declutter, as you can see. I'm going to just show you what I have as far as my eyeshadow collection, and not going to swatch anything just because of how many palettes I actually do have. I'm just going to show you what I have and then decide if I'm going to keep it or declutter it. And anything that I do declutter is going to go to family. And yeah, because I pretty much touched every eyeshadow, even though I'm really light with my eyeshadows, but I would not donate anything just because, you know, they want new stuff. But anyways, I just pass it along to my cousins. Anyways, let's get started. So the first palette right here is the Natasha Denona, the Love palette, and then this is pinks and purples and really pretty palette. I love the formula. I've done only one eye look so far, but I plan to use it pretty soon again, and this formula is really good. Like, wow, it's the first one that I'm trying from this brand, so I'm really excited to try more. All right, the next one that I have here is the Morphe one. As you guys know, Morphe is not really cruelty free, but I still wanted to show you guys just really quick. And yeah, it's the original palette that I have in my collection, not the other ones. Next one that I have here is the Good Sport palette by ColourPop, and this to me is like a perfect fall palette. I love it during the fall. It has some very unique shades here. Whew, I'm running out of breath already. Like these greens, love these burgundies here. The Whatever palette, was it with the Whatever? X's and O's palette had some of these repeat shades, which is why I didn't purchase that one from ColourPop, but yeah. And this one I'm going to keep. Actually, the last three that I just talked about, I am going to keep. This one is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Vegetable palette, and I know this was limited edition, but honestly, I really enjoy this palette. I'm not going to declutter it just because I plan to not keep a lot of colorful palettes around. And this is probably one of the few that I really enjoy and that I'm going to keep. Oh yeah, like I was saying, it's a really unique color combination. It's really, to me, just screams summer. Obviously, festival, whatever, Coachella. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to declutter this one either. Like I said, it's just going to be a small mini declutter. Things that I know that I'm going to have to declutter from my collection are sadly this one and where's the other one? Hold on. It's going to be the Naked palette and the Naked 3. And they're not even like, I actually panned these two shades because for the longest time I only had like 2 palettes that I always use to create any eye looks. And I actually rebought this one. I probably will declutter it from my collection just because I don't use it either. I am sad to give this away. I mean, to throw this away. Not even give it away, throw it away, because it's just so old. And yeah, it makes me really sad. But I mean, I do have colors like this, and I need to move on. So it's going to be decluttered. Another one that's going to be decluttered because of its age is going to be this Naked palette right here. Works out. Okay, so this one is like the rose gold colors, and those really like popular back in the day when this came out. And I didn't pan this one, I think because I enjoyed the Naked one a lot more, and I really miss this one too, but it's not going to be something that I purchase or add to my collection at any point in time now. So yeah, so again, because of age, I have to declutter it, even though it like absolutely breaks my heart. I do have to get rid of them. I have 3 Dominique Cosmetic palettes, and I have the Rustic Glam, the Berries and Cream, and then the Celestial Thunder right here. And I enjoy all of them. This one I got over last summer, and I think this one screams really spring to me, and summer, especially like these pink shades, the purple, the blues, honestly just the whole palette. And then you have those actual neutrals in here, and you can still create an everyday look, which is like perfect too if you don't want to use any color, or you just want to use a little pop of color under the your lower lash line. And yeah, I plan to keep this palette. I'm very neat with my palettes. I keep the plastics, I keep the packaging. I'll show you in a second my little pile of packaging. And then the other one that I have from this brand is well, another one is the Berries and Cream palette, and this one is one of like my favorite palettes. I love the formula, and this is what that looks like. Trying to get the best that I can for you guys. And yeah, love this one. This was actually my first one, and I kept hearing recommendations from like Samantha March and Andrea Montaliano, and it's so worth it, this palette. Oh, and the pan size is really big too. And then I was thinking about getting the Celestial Thunder, but it's really, I thought it was really colorful, and my tastes have changed. I used to have like be all about color, and now I'm like all about neutrals right now. So I do want to keep a couple colorful palettes, but yeah, not a lot of them. And the reason I got this one is because the actual one is Celestial Storm. This one's Celestial Thunder because this one came in BoxyCharm, and I'm so glad that I didn't purchase like the big one, because it's just, it gives you like a little taste of that one. I mean, you're only seeing like 4 shades, and I mean the other shades I would love to have, but I still think this is really pretty. And I have not, you know, dug into this one yet, but to me this one screams summer too. And it came out during like a really weird time, like I think like fall, and I don't know, I don't use these colors during the fall, which is why I left it for now. One that I did not like recently, that I got recently, was this Palm Springs Too Faced eyeshadow, and oh my gosh, I did not like this palette whatsoever. Let me show you what it looks like. Some of the mattes I thought that were really nice, they blended out, but some of the shimmers, like these 2 pink shimmers, which is like what steals the show, to be honest. I mean, I was really disappointed by them, to be honest, but the mattes were actually worked really well. The orange, I felt like it did blend out, like made the look, it made the look muddy, but the rest of them are really nice. Yeah, the blue's really nice too. This one's really nice, and that one's really nice. Just the pinks were like kind of really disappointing. So I don't want this palette in my collection. I don't want it to collect dust because I don't feel inspired by it. So I will declutter that one. Okay, so I have here the Revolution makeup palette. This is actually one of the few, this is the only Revolution palette that I have. They have like, I feel like they've rebranded Makeup Revolution. It's just called Revolution Makeup or something like that. They've just rebranded it. It seems like, it just seems more like almost luxurious and very sleek, very chic, I guess if you can call makeup that. The packaging, but yeah. And then the one that I have is obviously the Emily Edit, the Want, and this is what that looks like. Oh. Like I said, I keep all my plastics. Okay, so this is what that looks like. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, and I love this one, and I keep it for these 2 shades, to be honest. Like, this is a really unique green that I don't have anywhere else in my collection, and so this one too, the gold. And I don't really wear a lot of gold eyeshadow, so I'm perfectly fine with these 2. But honestly, to me, it's more like a spring palette. So yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna break it out for spring. Like these greens, like that one, these like peachy shades down here, even these berry tones. Like, except for this, to me, like screams spring right there. See? Yeah. So definitely gonna keep it. I bought it to support Emily. I love Emily Noel. And if you haven't checked her out, you need to check them out. Check her out too, along with Samantha March and Andrea Montaliano. This Natural Lust palette by Too Faced. Now this one I thought was really good quality. So I don't know what the heck happened with the Palm Spring ones. And this one I was gifted by my cousin on my birthday, and I absolutely love this palette. And I had it for like December, January kind of stash, and I love the those tones in here are so pretty, so like calm down, very toned down. The only really pops of color or like more intense colors are like these 4 right here and like this pink one. But other than that, I think it's pretty much toned down sort of palette, and yeah, like I really enjoy it. I'm going to keep this palette too. The one that I am going to declutter is this BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil. I am interested in trying like the new formula. I feel like they reformulated their palette, and I really want to try that. And the blush palettes that they just came out with, they look so nice. But anyways, the reason, as you can see, that I don't want this palette, or that I'm going to declutter this palette, is because of it's just too colorful for me. Like, I really enjoy these two right here and like that one, but other than that, these are all shades that I would not, like this right here, I wouldn't use any of those. So to me, it's like I don't want it to collect more dust than it already is. And this one, this blue is actually really unique too, but it's just like, it's too much color for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it. Kind of breaks my heart, but I think that's what's best. They'll have the Carly Bible, the deluxe edition from BH Cosmetics also. And I'm keeping this puppy. Like, I broke the mirror on this one, but I'm keeping it. I love the formula on these eyeshadows and the colors. Very mauvey, very pinky. I do need to break it out soon though. And I love that it has highlighters here. And it has actually 6 highlighters. And they're very, very nice. Very pigmented. Very like... boom, highlighters, and I love the shades up here too. So yeah, definitely gonna keep this even though I broke the mirror, but whatever, who cares? I don't use mirrors in the palette anyways. That I have is, oh actually this one's also from BH Cosmetics, so they're all coming in a row, is the ZODIAC palette. I was just looking for my big palettes. And of course the colors don't really go with, okay, so the colors don't really go with the signs. But I still think it's a really good formula, especially the mattes. The mattes are so good. And the shimmers are amazing because they're baked, and their baked formula is so good. So for right now, I am going to keep this one, but I think I'm going to put it like on the chopping block. And I'm going to pull it out for spring, I think. Yeah, spring. Because I really need to get use out of it. And if I feel like it's just not the vibe anymore, then I'm just gonna declutter it. But for now, it's on the chopping block, and I am gonna keep it. This one here is from Kat Von D, and this is like honestly probably one of the last palettes that came out before all the controversy, and I am going to keep it just off. I'm just gonna say it off the bat, just because the reason I purchased this is like, look at this, look how beautiful her, like, she was very creative. She's very creative, very thought out products that she would release, but you know, whatevs. Anyways, look at this. Look how pretty this palette is. I think this palette is so pretty, so unique, and I need to break it out, and I just haven't really touched it just because I was so scared to touch it, and I just didn't want to like use it because it was just so pretty. So it's time that I use it. So I think, yeah, it's time that I use it. But yeah, and this came out a long time ago, like almost 2 years ago, I think, and I still have it, and I'm still gonna use it until it smells bad, which I don't think it does it? No, it doesn't, because like, oh god, like the nakeds smell bad. Ugh, they smell so bad. Like I would never feel safe using them, and there's no point in me keeping them. So yeah. So the next one that I have is the So Jaded palette. This is a collaboration. This was a collab between Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. Like I said, I keep all my plastics. And as you can see, it's a very pretty palette. It's also 30 pan palettes. It's pretty big. So the only 2 shades that I don't use in here, like ever, are Topaz and Opal. Just because they are, like, I'm about to swatch it. No. They are glitter shades. I don't really use glitter. I think the only formula that I like is the TATI formula, the TATI Beauty formula. And there's a couple shades in some of the ColourPop palettes that I do enjoy just because it is like smaller particles of glitter. But these are so chunky, like that's too much. That's too much. So no. But anyways, I think it's still beautiful, and I absolutely love this palette. And the color story, like you can literally cover up everything. Just use like 4 pan shades like that, and I love the way that it's set up. She did an amazing job with this palette, just like every palette. This one is Living in Color by Hank and Henry. That was my dog, guys. And this one's a pretty new palette. It just came in BoxyCharm. So yeah, I'm filming. As you can see, it's brand new. I haven't touched it, and it's really pretty, and I actually really like it. I wish I had gotten the other one, but these 2 shades are really pretty. Actually, they're all really nice, but we'll see how it actually performs, you know? And I really like the packaging, even though it is bulky, but I like the color. Like, it's really nice. It's pretty. So keeping that one, I'm going to go with this one right here. Okay, so this is the Color Rain Queen of Hearts palette. And this one, I remember when it was like super hyped up, summer 2017. So this palette's about to be 3 years old, and I'm still keeping her. She is so beautiful, and the price for this one has actually gone down. but I think it's one of the best like formulas I have honestly in my collection. They're so beautiful. They are easy to blend, super pigmented. They hold up, they last a long time, and the shimmers are amazing. Just like I've used it, but it doesn't even look like it's been touched. That's crazy to me because I've used this a lot, especially when I first got it. And this is a summer palette for me, and like I love it. So keeping that. Okay, and here's another big palette. I think this is one of the last big palettes that I have. And this is obviously the TATI Beauty Volume 1 with a big old mirror. And this is honestly one of the few glitter formulas that I actually enjoy besides like liquid glitter shade or shadows. Glitter shadows? Yeah, glitter shadows. And like super sharp. Basically single shadows. I don't like pressed glitter shades. I do not like that just because they tend to be really chunky. But for some reason, I don't know what she did, and this formula is like freaking amazing. And I would just use glitter glue if like for these particular ones, even then, even though like they are adhesive, but just to make sure. But this palette, when it came out, I had to try it because I knew she was going to have an amazing formula. She tries just so many eyeshadows. Like I knew she was going to come out with like top performance, and it does. It's amazing, and I really haven't gotten too much use out of it, but I love it. They're super easy to blend, and you can just create an eye look so fast. And yeah, would definitely recommend. Let's put the plastic back on. Keeping that one, of course, one that my boyfriend bought me, and this is from Storybook Cosmetics, and this is the Wizardry and Witchcraft palette. And this is what this looks like, and it's very dark tones, but also like I don't know why. Maybe because he bought it for Christmas for me, but it just reminds me of Christmas. I guess that's probably. So I guess. Oh, I hate to do this. So I guess that's probably the reason why it reminds me of Christmas, is because, like, you know, that's when he bought it for me. And like the shades here are really, really good though. Like really pigmented, really pretty. I wish I could like swatch them, but that would take forever. But yeah, I need to pull this baby out too. And I just love the concept of Storybook Cosmetics, to be honest. Like the fact that they're books, and the reason that he bought it is because I like love books. Like that is what I really collect. If you think I collect makeup and eyeshadow palettes, books for me is where it's at, to be honest. And like, you know, actual books, like pages, not getting a Kindle or audiobooks or anything like that. I don't like that. I like to read them myself and just have the book in my hand. So yeah, keeping this one, of course. Okay, let's go with this one right here. Okay, so this is the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's Place, and I'm glad that they made the minis for Juvia's Place, just because OMG guys, like if those pans are huge, like literally double this, I think, if not more. But this one's also very colorful, balanced out with neutral shades down here, and I haven't used this one as much as I would like to, but I do enjoy the Juvia's Place formula. It's just really pigmented, and I think this is going to be one of my summer palettes, to be honest. Like it's just so pretty. I think it's gorgeous, to be honest. Like looking at it now that I opened it up again, it's like, ooh, I want to use you. I want to use you now. So definitely keeping that one. Actually, I'm gonna keep all my Juvia's Place palettes. Let me see if I have any other ones. Hold on. I think that is it. Oh no, one more. Okay, so this one I have to be careful with because it broke, and the orange shade, which I absolutely love, it's like broken. Honestly, and I love that I don't have mirrors, so I don't have to like worry about it getting all messy and stuff. And it is messy, but because that one shade broke, and I need to hold it so it doesn't break again. Okay, so this to me is like, this is the regular size eyeshadow size for Juvia's Place, and like I said, too big if I had gotten the Masquerade. But for me, these colors I use a lot more than the ones in the Masquerade, and to me this palette is like quintessential for fall. I love these darker tones, these greens. That orange is like one of my favorite colors, and it just got but it still performs. I just have to be really careful with it. I don't want to buy another one just because that one I can just make sure that it's pressed down. But yeah, like these colors, beautiful. And the formula is great. Like I think it's really good formula. You just kind of have to work if you're like lighter toned. You have lighter toned skin, you do have to be careful because it is very pigmented. Another one I have is the Tri palette, and this one's kind of hard to see really the shades just because of the background that they have for the palette. I think if they had chosen a different background, it would be able to, you could actually see the colors more. And I really enjoy this. This palette has really honestly unique shades with like these three. Well, actually these two and this one. This is like a dual chrome. Very unique shades, very neon, these three. Very cool. So, yep. Okay, and then this one, the Zulu palette. I really like this one. To me, this is also like a summer palette. Very bright, very colorful. I really do enjoy it too. So, and like I love this dual chrome. It's such a nice color and just very pretty. And they have that brown to kind of like ground it. But yeah, definitely a summer palette for me. Okay, and this is the Magic Mini by Juvia's Place. Oh, again, another mini palette, which I absolutely love. But yeah, I really enjoy this palette too. I want to try these darker shades with like one of these. I think that'd be really cool eye combo. Alright, those are all my Juvia's Place. Let me get all my single shadows like that I only have from one brand out of the way. Okay, so this is the Picante cap. So this is the Picante palette by Carrigy, and I've never tried this formula. Like I've never tried this brand until I got it in BoxyCharm. Aries, what's wrong? Okay. And when I saw it, I thought it was pretty, like online, seeing the pictures, and I was like, oh, it looks nice. But when I got it in person, I was like, oh wow. Like I was really, really pleasantly surprised by this palette. Like I think it looks just fiery and spicy. Obviously picante means spicy, so very spicy colors, very just va-va-boom to me. And to me it just reminds me of like a summer heat day, I guess, like a really hot day. I don't know. And I can't wait to really try this palette because I haven't really had a chance yet to try it. So I'm very type of person that like wears makeup by the seasons, so that one would have to wait until like summer, you know. That's just me. Okay, let's see. Let me get all my single palettes. The next palette before my camera cut me off is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and this is part of their Vault collection. This is the purple one, the Bling Boss one. So the reason I got this palette was because there wasn't a lot of purples when this one came out and the Zodiac palette came out. There wasn't a lot of purples or even single shadows or anything like that, and I love purples, and I was trying to like dupe this old eyeshadow palette that I had from Victoria's Secret. And obviously, one, it was really old, and two, it wasn't cruelty free. I was just trying to find this one shade, and I thought I found it with like this one, but the quality on this one is, it's kind of bad actually. It's not great. The shimmers are okay, but the mattes are terrible. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna put this one on the chopping block for now, just because I want to swatch it and I want to see how these perform, because I really enjoy these, but we'll see. I'm just gonna put it on the chopping block for now. If not, it'll likely be decluttered. Okay, another one that I have, just one, I forgot. I have another Natasha Denona one, and this was given to me. Oh my gosh, I have purple everywhere now. On my birthday a long time ago, and I think it's just time that I declutter this. It's a lot of shimmer shades. I don't use, like, I need a palette with mattes in it. It's really, really pretty, and it's greens, but honestly, my mom likes these colors a lot, so that's probably going to be going to her. And yeah. This is a Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette, and I got this one in, BoxyCharm, and honestly, this is so pretty in person. It's so much prettier than like you would think it is, actually. And yeah, I just kind of blinked out for a second, and I haven't tried it yet because I just received it, and I wanted to make a video on this before I actually like swatch it, sit down, swatch it and everything. I wanted to show it to be pristine and pretty. So yeah, I don't want to touch it. Raiden, what are you doing? But obviously, oh my gosh, I have purple everywhere. Jesus. Look at that. I have literally purple everywhere from that palette. It's ridiculous. Oh, so now it doesn't come off when you blend it. Brandon, what are you doing? It does. Whatever. Okay. So yeah, definitely keeping this one because obviously I just got it. Just received it. Like I was saying, another one that I have one eyeshadow palette from is Pretty Vulgar, and this one is a Nightingale palette, and it's actually really, really nice. May I help you, Raiden? What's wrong? Do you want to come over here and film with me? Do you want to get on top? Come on. Oh great, now that's all that my video is going to consist of, is Raiden. Okay. Sleep, Raiden, sleep. Is your eye red, baby? Okay, like I was saying, the Pretty Vulgar palette, the Nightingale palette. Raiden! Control your breathing! I'm filming a video. Okay, so this is Raiden. This is a cool... Raiden! Shh. Shh. Okay, this is a cool tone palette, like I was saying, and I really do enjoy it, but I think it's time for me to part ways with it, just because I do have other cool tones that I do enjoy better, especially the browns, and I think these are, sometimes they get a little bit too smoky for me. So yeah, I think it's time for me to part ways. I do enjoy the formula. I really like it, and I've seen other Pretty Vulgar palettes that they have, and they're really, really nice too, but yeah, I think it's time for me to part with this one. Another one that I have is the Ace Beauté Vintage Dawn, and this is what that looks like. And this one also, like, to me is like, wait, it's quintessential fall, and I really like it. I can't wait to try out the formula, but to me, these are not colors I would wear right now. I might try it like during the summer for these shades, but to me, this is just like a fall palette, to be honest. But I've always wanted to try this formula, and I can't wait till when I do get a chance to. So hey guys, I'm going to split my eyeshadow declutter into 2 parts. This is the first part, and the second one will come in a week. I hope you enjoyed my eyeshadow collection / mini declutter. And don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, I hope you consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.